What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. So today's video is going to be mostly tech, so there's no vlog, there's no challenge video, it's just techie kind of stuff. I've been very passionate about this kind of stuff, and I know it's kind of not my normal video that I would be posting, but as a creator, I'm not going to provide you guys something that I personally believe doesn't work. This is my personal opinion. I haven't ever tried these yet, so it's a matter of trial and error at this point. You know, if I do like these, I will recommend them to you because personally I love gaming. As you can see, these keycaps here, these are by Roswell. These you can buy on Amazon, which I will put a link in the description for if I do end up liking them. They're I think $13 or $15, but this is a kit. It's got 120 pieces of O-rings, which is fantastic. It's got a keycap holder, which is fantastic, so that means there's no breaking of the keys. There's a dust brush, which is fantastic because normally there's a lot of companies that don't provide that. And it's really nice to have, especially when you have a mechanical keyboard, and that's what these are designed for. And then there's a microfiber cloth, which is fantastic because then you can clean your keyboard somewhat. If you guys don't know what O-rings do, essentially they dampen the noise, and they're basically like mini shock absorbers for the keys. So I have Cherry MX Red switches, which are very clicky and they're very sensitive. These O-rings here will hopefully help. So if you guys do search O-rings on Amazon or whatever kind of site you use, I'm sure there are better ones than these, but for just a cheaper version to try it out, these are on Amazon, and it is a kit, so it's something that you may be interested in. So guys, now in this kit you receive 120 pieces, like I said before. With the Ducky 60% keyboard, there's 61 pieces, so essentially you'll be using a little bit more than half of the O-rings here, but that's okay because that means you still have well over 50 to use just in case if one breaks while you're installing. So this is the Ducky 1-2 Mini RGB 60% keyboard. Listen to the typing of this, alright? You hear how clicky that is? And look how super sensitive this is. Like, I will barely touch it, and it takes no effort to do anything. So, as you guys know, or if you may or may not know, the Cherry MX Red switches are made for gaming because they're super clicky and sensitive, and it takes a little bit of time to get used to them. So this is what it sounds like with just the normal stock Ducky keyboard. Now, I don't believe Ducky provides O-rings themselves. Maybe they do, but you have to customize a keyboard alone and then spend more money on it, which I'm sure you probably have to, or you can go to mechanicalkeyboards.com, which I will leave a link in the description for as well. This is what it is. So now let's get to the key uncapping part and putting on the O-rings. Okay, so here's the unboxing of the Roswell, which I guess this is gonna be interesting. So this is what you get. So like I said, the microfiber towel, you get your dust brush, then you get the keycap picker-upper, and then you get your 120 piece O-rings, and they're all white, which is actually fantastic because under the keys is all white, so that's fantastic. So we're going to do the control key on the left. This is the before with no O-ring. As you can see, as you can hear, it's kind of loud, and see, it's kind of clicky still, which is fantastic, but the loudness doesn't really help very much. Press it in. Holy. Wow, that actually did dampen the noise a lot. So you hear this? This is the difference. This is the Alt key. I'm not going to press the window key because otherwise you're going to hear things. So this is the Alt key. Hear that? Alrighty guys, so we got one key down, which means there's only 60 more pieces that we have to do, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to be an interesting time because it's not that fun, I'm not going to lie. So I started with the left control, so now we're just going to go, I think, from the bottom and then go up instead of going from the top down. And the time lapse starts now. So guys, one thing that I'm noticing about the O-rings and putting them on and each key, how they feel, I can definitely tell you this. One O-ring feels way better, and it's just, I don't know, it dampens everything and it makes the keys softer, but like it also helps it in a way. Now one thing I will say is that after doing about, I would say 20 keys or 125 keys, there's actually enough room to where you could put possibly 2 O-rings if you really wanted to. So that's where there's probably the 120 pieces that if you really decide to make it 2 O-rings, you can. Because essentially what I've noticed, and I'll show you guys this right now. You see how 1 O-ring basically sits there, and it's enough to where it's on there enough to not be taken off just by gravity and force. But then when you press it down on the keyboard, which I'll show you, okay, so you press it down a little bit, press it a few times, and take the key back up, you can possibly put 1 and or 2 more O-rings on here, making a total of possibly 2 or 3 O-rings to dampen the noise a lot better. Now personally, I would say this. I would say try 1 first, so do all the keys and just have it as 1 O-ring. If you don't like O-rings, that's fine. But try 1 O-ring first, because you can always take more off, and you can always take them off. It's easier to take off than put on, and that's just my opinion. Try 1 first. If you don't like it, obviously don't put more on, or just take all of them off. But personally, I'm not gonna lie, I might just do 1 because it already does sound a lot better. However, I feel like if you do 2 or more, it's gonna make the key not the Cherry MX Red that it is anymore, because the Cherry MX Red is supposed to be really clicky. Given that, this is supposed to make it into like a brown, which is basically a Cherry MX Red, so it's still clicky, but it's dampening the noise to where it's a brown because it still can be heard and still be able to have that feel of typing to where it's a blue. Just keep that in mind. Now guys, for your sake and my sake, I will not be doing 2 O-rings to show you guys what it sounds like. If you want to, go ahead and buy them yourself. Go ahead and buy these O-rings yourself. Try it out, see how you like it. Maybe you need to, maybe you don't want to, maybe you just want 1. Just for the video's sake, to keep it at a minimal length, I'm not going to do 2. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you did find something a little bit educational in this to see whether or not you will do O-rings or not. Or maybe you'll just save your money to get a bigger and better keyboard. But long story short, for I believe it's $13 to $15 on Amazon for a complete kit with a brush, a microfiber towel, 120 pieces of O-rings. Tell you this right now, I strongly recommend it because, to be honest, I do really like it. It does dampen a lot of the stuff. It's not nearly as clicky as it was before, but I feel like that's a good thing. Because, to me, honest, when I play games, sometimes it is a little too clicky, but I'm not going to do a whole registration on what it would be in a game, so that's the biggest thing here. It's like whether or not the O-rings will be good when you're in game, because then it'll register whether or not you're actually clicking the button. So guys, that is it for this video. Remember, the sub goal for the end of 2020 is 10,000 subscribers. We can definitely do it, so help me get to 10,000 subscribers. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.